Okay, I'm going to focus on the atom boron. So you do not need to write down these notes. You just need to understand what I'm saying. Okay, so boron is capital B, chemical symbol, name is boron. It has an atomic number of 5, which tells me how many protons there are, and it has an atomic mass of 10.81. So I know in my nucleus, boron will always have 5 protons. You can't change the amount of protons for boron. It always will be 5. So if you change the amount of protons, it would become atomic number 4, and that's beryllium. Or if you added another proton to the nucleus, it would become 6, and that would be carbon instead. So when you're bonding with boron, you never change the amount of protons. Okay, and then because you have round up to 11, the atomic mass is 11, and that tells you the size of the nucleus. And protons and neutrons both weigh 1. You go 11 minus 5, and you most likely have 6 neutrons in the nucleus. But those don't really matter right now because they're chemically neutral, and so they don't contribute right now to chemical bonds. So now I want to look at electrons. If this is an atom and not an ion, because ions are either positively or negatively charged atoms, I have an equal amount of positive protons and negative electrons circling the nucleus, forming chemical bonds with other atoms. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's not an atom, that's an ion. I should have 5, an equal amount of positives and negatives. So let's put that out over here. I'm going to remove these. I'm going to put my 5 electrons and my 5 protons like this. Now right here, I have an atom. This is an atom. It is not chemically charged. Okay, so let's say that boron forms a chemical bond with another atom, and let's say it loses an electron. When it loses its electron, it is now more positive than negative. So now we have something called an ion. Ions are either positive or negatively charged. In this case, when boron with a chemical bond lost an electron, it became B plus 1. I just put plus if there's a 1 or a minus if there's a 1. Only have to start writing numbers when the number is bigger than 1. Okay, so this is a positive ion. Okay, let's say in a chemical bond that boron gained an electron in the deal. What would the charge be? If it gained an electron, it would be boron minus 1. So I put minus 1. So negative is when it gains electrons, and positive is when it loses electrons. Okay, so what would it be if it gained another electron? Okay, it would be B2 minus. What if boron lost 2 electrons? See, we're positive by 2. It would be B2 plus.